Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the Pacific Northwest on the Lower Hood Canal, in a wink of a little town called Belfair, Little Hipville, USA. Love it. So this is my Wednesday holiday series video number 4A, meaning it's a fall card for August 2024. So I just started this in the month of August. I am doing 2 cards every Wednesday, a fall card and a Christmas holiday themed card or project. And I'm so happy with everything I have been able to do so far. And this one just kind of fell into being. I mean, it's just crazy how some things do that. So I do have a sample to show you. In video, oh, this is the fall one, so you won't see the 4 tags. I make 4 tags like this. Let me show you. These are the first 2. A set of 4 tags using some retired DSP, some current DSP. This is the Label with Love Punch. This is the iconic Imagery dies, and this die here is from the Unbounded Love die. So, and I thought to myself, and I even said, I think on camera, that you could put that in a card. So I thought, why not do that? And as I was looking, I'm still using, my sample is from Tidings of Christmas. So I still have some. You can see here, right? So I'm like, why not use it? I mean, it's just sitting there. Let's use it. And I recreated a tag, used the Unbounded Love oval and my old oval punch, and created this card. Now I'm going to tell you what's really funny is this card base. This was in my stash of my cardstock. It was in my envelope folder. So I thought, oh my gosh, it's a fun fold too. Let's just recreate this. So guys, that's what we're going to do. We're going to recreate this, but for a fall card. This is so cute. And it's got this pull out tag, which you could attach a gift card to the back of that for Christmas. And that just hides up just like that, which I think is fabulous. At least in my opinion, it is. So as I'm using retired products, please know that just because I'm using retired cardstock and DSP, you don't have to if you don't have these colors. This would be done simply with the iconic Imagery set would be great. Let me show you. We have the Saint Nick, Tidings of Saint Nick's or something similar to that. Any, small, I would say go with the print. This is somewhat directional. This one is. This one can go anyway. But it just depends. See, look at these snowflakes would make a great card. I am waiting to use this paper because I ordered, there's a cute little new snowflake die that's going to come out, and I'm waiting to order that die to use with this paper. Otherwise, I more than likely would have used this. So let's tuck that in and let's get started. So I've already cut one. You will need 2 pieces of DSP, and they need to be cut at 4 by 5 1/4. So here's one already cut apart. I'm going to show you how to cut this one. I'm going to show you how to figure out how to cut it on this one. So I'm going to set these 2 aside. I have this little strip just in case I want it. Now here I have a card base. This is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. Now this is, you can see, hopefully you can see this. See how it kind of like distressed the sides of it. This is before I started scoring my card bases. So all the measurements will be in the description part of the video. I just haven't wrote them down. So I have my card base. It's scored at 4 1/4, and I want to cut it across on the diagonal like this. So I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to line this up into the center of the track right there, and this point of the end right there. So just line those up and we're going to cut. Now we're going to use this for the inside. So you're not really using anything extra. We're just going to glue that right in place. Now you could use tear tape, you could use whatever you want. I don't mind using a bit of wet glue. As my OCD, this is like, use that bottle, use that bottle. But the other thing is that I'm only tucking a little tag in here. So you just want it on the corners. And I'm going to stick that back inside like so. And that's it, guys. I mean, there you have it. It's not hard. It is not using any more or less than what you originally used for your card. But it is a cute difference. So we have these two pieces. So this piece is going to go on front and this piece is going to go here. If you wanted to turn it, you would have to go, oh, it's not cut for that one. See, it's not cut for that. So these were cut for these two pieces, the front half and then on the inside. And by cutting it down that 1/4 of an inch to 4 by 5 1/4, it gives us that little, edge border all the way around. Like I said, we're doing fall. This is crumb cake and soft succulent. So next, this piece will be going right here. It's not going to go in our pocket. It's just going to go right there. You're going to see a little bit of soft succulent all the way around. This is a really great one for a gift card. Or even if you wanted to make several tags and tuck them in the pocket. So there's the start of it. So next, what I need to decide is, do I want that on the inside, or do I want to keep it with this taupey color? And I really want to keep it on the taupey color, though I think one of these will be turned, because you see how the V, the triangle is. So if I cut it here, if I turn it this way and cut it on the diagonal here, then this one flips over and will be brown on that side. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut this like here. So for this one, right, I started from here to here, but I made sure that I cut it on this side. So for the inside, I'm going to cut it still from left top to right bottom, and I will just have to flip it over. It's not too difficult. So left top to right bottom, and I'm just putting the tips of the corners in my guillotine, and I'm cutting, and it does all the work by having it pre-cut to 4 by 5 1/4. So you're going to see now. So this piece is going to go there, and this piece needs to be flipped. But I like this. It just gives it a little pop of brightness to the inside, so that does not bother me at all. So this is going to go on this panel. And if you have a lot of the same 6x6 DSP colors, oh, this would be a great card. And this one is going to be the soft succulent. All right. That wasn't hard, was it? I don't think it was hard. Hopefully you don't think it was hard. So our card base is done. So I'm going to set that aside. Now we're going to work on our front tag. The problem with Tombow is it's sticky, icky, and it just sticks to everything. So I have my chipboard tag, which I just put a piece of soft succulent on here. You will only see soft succulent from the back, and I used it. You can use a old gift card and cut off a corner, and just make sure that if you cut that side, you flip it over and you cut the same side on the opposite side. So I have a white tag for the inside, which is 2 3/4 by 4 1/2. And we're going to do this. We're going to layer this up, and I put the scissors away. So we're just going to snip and snip. And this piece is for the inside of our card. This is for the front of our tag. So this is simple because all I have to do is glue this on here. So and then snip it off. But I do turn it up. Oh, almost did the wrong side. Not been good. So there we have it. Now I can fussy cut this all the way around or stick it in the guillotine and trim it down. But we're just going to use the scissors because I cut that piece of DSP at like 3 inches. That's why it's over. I just cut it in half. It was easier that way. In fact, no, this was a pre-cut. This was already cut that measurement. That's why it was like, oh, that is right. So this piece is 2 by 4 1/4. And this is going to go simply down the center. Now I'm going to try to stay away from the very tips, as we're going to trim those off as well. This is just giving it a little bit of visual interest. Scooch it over a little and snip off those little corners. And we have a lovely little tag starting to be developed. This is the large sentiment tag for the iconic imagery, and this is one of the rectangle dies from the Unbounded Love. And if I'm going to hold those up, and hopefully you can see they have that same little dotting all the way around. That's why I chose them. So this is going to go this way on our card. I did see we have this bit we could, I don't like that. I don't like that either. So this might go, oh, that's what it was for. It's going to the bottom of our tag. Let's glue that down. This is like 3/4 of an inch. We're just using up scrap bits here, guys. So that is ready to be stamped. This is ready to be stamped. Now I want to stamp this in Soft Succulent, and we're going to stamp Grateful from Iconic Imagery. In the center. Oh, it's lovely, lovely, lovely. And on our tag, we're going to put, I like the idea of putting Count Your Blessings. I wonder if it will fit. It's one of my really old ones, but I pulled it out. Oh, it's going to. So I'm going to use it. Oh, perfect. I'm going to clean it off real quick. It needs to go back in its box. We'll do give thanks. I didn't even pull out an envelope yet. Ugh. Shame on me, right? So that is perfect. And we need to stamp a few little things around the sides. So we are going to go with crumb cake for a couple of leaves. One there. We don't got to do anything else really with it. And like one right there. And then we're going to stamp off and do right there. You can't even tell I did anything to that one. And right there. So that's for the inside of our card. Where's my piece here? So I did a few things. I used some of this little bits of extra DSP, and I stamped and then did some die cutting with some of the dies. So let's see, this one has 2 stuck to it because I overlapped the pieces. Let's take that off there so we can all see it. So I just need to figure out how I want to see. I'm thinking if I put this behind, that in front, and then layer that. That's a cute little cluster. So I like that. But let's look at our tag. Get off. Thank you, but not right now. So our tag, this is going to go across. This is going to go here. So if I do this here, I was trying to figure out where to put a bow. So maybe put this up here. I just maybe put the bow there. Maybe no bow at all, just leaves. I have another one. We could just stack them up like that. And then do a little bow here. So maybe those are not going to be used. I like, I don't know. Let's get a little bow. I'm like looking for the linen thread. It should be on one of these spools and it's not. So, but I found it. So my handy dandy bow maker. I don't want a big bow. I just want a little one. I was like, that one's close to soft succulent, but it's like mint macaron, so we won't be using that. Let's bring this back in to have a look-see at what we're going to do. So we could just put that, you know what, that's, we're not going to do I really want to do a leaf? No, the answer is I don't. Maybe I'll stamp. It's just really clean and simple, and I like that. So I'm going to go right with it. I'm not going to do any of that. So do I want to add a little bit to the back? I don't want to add a dimensional, but I will add just a bit of cardstock to the back. Do I go again? Oh, yeah, I do. I do. Just to use it up. And why do I do things like this? You guys know why, right? Because I can. And it doesn't bother me at all to do this. So there we go. Just trying to get this little scrap piece all used up. And it is now. I don't need to save any more. It did a great job. And this piece now is going to get glued onto the back of Grateful. And this is going to get glued to the center of that. I like it being clean and simple. I do. I really, really do. And we already, oh, I need to wait because I need to stamp the, you don't need to go all the way to the side, but right like so. Oops, should come over a little bit more. Glue dot, come to me. We're going to pop you right there. Gonna roll it in just a wee bit. Put our sweet little tiny little bow right there. And then we're going to glue this to the front of our card, which has miraculously disappeared. Did I set something? I did. I set my dimensional tray on it. Look at that. That is really sweet. It's simple, but I really like it. So the other tip I want to give you is right about here. What I did is right where this meets, I placed that on this straight edge here, and then I just held my finger down here, and that told me to go from this point down to here to get the glue. So once again, I'm going to look for my point. See, no glue there, but this needs a little trimming. Where are the scissors? I wish I could get right there, but I can't. Oh, that is really sweet and simple. Now I'm thinking, you know, a gemstone or two would be really great on this, I think, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to leave it for now. And then tuck your little message down in, and you want to make sure it's behind the tag so that you don't see it. Oh, you know what? Sometimes clean and simple is the way to go, and that really is clean and simple. And I like it. I like it. But if I wanted to, I could add, oh, that goes really well, guys. So it's still clean and simple. We're just going to add this right here. We're going to have to cut it off here in a second. But that just adds that little bit to it. Wow. You guys see how cute it is now? All right, so we could add, I could tuck one, I think, right there and then do one here. So we're going to cut this off. Add that little bit right there. And we are going to tuck this one maybe. It doesn't want to stay. It wants to stay on me. Oh my goodness. That made it. I'm so happy. So we need an envelope because I can't just let it not have an envelope. It's going to be mailed. Or be used. So let's go ahead and set that aside. Bring it back the Stamp and Pierce mat. Our grungy old piece of paper here. And I wanted to use Celebrate on the front. And then the season on the back. And then we're going to do some leaves in the crumb cake. Just one on the front. So how many of you have some of this DSP or have soft succulent left? Because I have tons of it, because it was one of my favorite colors. I just didn't get a chance to use it all up. So I have plenty to play with, but I am really happy, guys, with the end result of this. It is really soft, subtle, clean, and simple. Count your blessings. You could also put more sentiments like give thanks. Any of those would go in here. Count your blessings. A gift card would be really darling with this one. So thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, I hope that if you're not subscribed, that you would consider subscribing, as it really helps me out. Also, this being the end of the month, don't forget, if you would like to participate in my Christmas card exchange, I would like to have at least 10 people. I've had like 20 plus people before, several years ago when I did this. And I just advertised on Facebook with my crafty friends, and I had people. It was awesome. It was so much fun, because you receive cards in the mail. You send them out. December 1st, I asked that you send them out December 1st, the first week of December, okay? Because I know some people, Social Security gets paid like on the 3rd, because my aunt gets paid. Military retirements get paid on the 1st. That's me. So you send your cards out that first week of December. So hopefully you flood another person and you make the world much brighter and happier for the holidays. So thanks, everybody. If you are interested, you can email me at aliceseraphin1969@gmail.com. If you are already on my mailing list and you would like to do that, just make a comment and I'll start taking names and making a list. So thanks, everybody. And as always, please come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye for now.